is January 1984. A computer walked onto a stage, greeted a room full of strangers, and said its own name out loud. Nobody watching had ever seen a machine introduce itself before. It was called the Macintosh. It stood upright like a small suitcase, weighed 16.5 pounds, and carried a screen just 9 inches across. Inside was 128 kilobytes of memory. That is less than a single photograph on the phone in your hand right now. The project began 5 years earlier, and not with the man most people associate with it. A researcher named Jeff Raskin wanted a computer ordinary people could use without a manual, sealed, cheap, simple, an appliance, like a toaster. He named it after his favorite variety of apple, the Macintosh, then changed the spelling to avoid a dispute with an audio company that already owned the word. Raskin's design had no mouse. He believed keyboards were faster. The mouse came through a different door. In 1979, Apple engineers were given tours of a Xerox research center in Palo Alto, where a machine called the Alto already used windows, icons, and a pointing device. The story most often told is that Apple traded stock for the visits. What gets said less often is that this was not a straight copy. Xerox had built on earlier work itself. Apple hired several of its researchers, and the team spent years rebuilding the ideas from the ground up. The Xerox mouse had 3 buttons and cost around $300. Apple's designers were told to build one with a single button for about $15. By 1981, Steve Jobs had taken over the project. Raskin left the following year. The group that remained was small, a few dozen people, and they were making almost everything from nothing. Jobs refused to allow a cooling fan because he wanted the machine to be silent. It ran hot for the rest of its life. One engineer wrote the graphics code that let rectangles overlap on a screen without tearing. One designer drew the first icons by hand on graph paper, filling in squares one at a time, deciding what a document should look like, what a trash can should look like, what a computer should look like when it is pleased to see you. On the 24th of January, 1984, the Macintosh was shown in public for the first time. 2 days earlier, a 60-second advertisement had run during the Super Bowl. It never showed the product. The machine sold for $2,495. Sales surged, then stalled. 128 kilobytes proved too little to run the software people actually wanted, and a larger model arrived within the year. By most measures of its first 18 months, the Macintosh underperformed. Inside the case, on a surface no customer would ever see, the team pressed their signatures into the plastic. 47 names, sealed in the dark. Every window you close, every file you drag, every small picture standing in for an idea. You learned that language from a machine that mostly failed to sell.